Dobry wieczór wszystkim. How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I'm Mysticle, and today I'll be bringing you the latest in AR and VR news. As usual, we're going to begin with the meta news, and if you guys are interested in any other parts of news, you've got chapters down below to skip to the part of the video that you are most interested in. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. First things first, we're going to begin with V64. We talked about the V64 PTC a little whiles back. However, now the official update seems to be coming out. The PTC, in case you're not aware, is the public test channel, meaning it's not something that everyone might want to be on. It is literally a test channel. However, now the official update is coming out. First feature that we've got is laying down mode. So with V64, all Quest 3 owners should have access to laying down mode. We're also getting external mic support, which will now be available on the Quest 3. We've also now got keep casting when headset is taken off. This was a big thing. Anytime you would like set up something for a friend on the headset and then you'd take it off to give it to them and you were casting to a TV because you want to see what they're doing, well, the headset would stop casting, glitch out, or anything like that. Apparently, that's now been fixed with V64, providing an improved and more seamless casting experience. So this is going to be great. I'm finally not going to have to explain to those friends later on how to begin casting once again. Can't wait for this one to go active. You can also now directly join friends in Horizon Worlds in case that's something you guys use. We're testing new ways to make it easier to join up with friends in Meta Horizon Worlds. If your friend is online with their location shared and in a public world, you can join them directly from the People app on the universal menu. You can control the sharing of your active status on Quest and in Meta Horizon Worlds, where you can also control the sharing of your world location. So in case you guys use Horizon Worlds, they are now making it easier to join worlds up with friends. However, now on to the biggest improvements that people have been waiting for since the Quest 3 launched. Pass-through improvements. In a previous video, we mentioned the fact that Luna thought that the improvements were there, however, they were not in any changelog of sorts. Now that's been confirmed. Today, we are introducing a number of improvements to the pass-through experience that will roll out to all users on the Quest 3 using the V64 release. First of all, they have now improved resolution. We have improved the perceived resolution for pass-through by optimizing the pass-through pipeline. This makes it easier for users to see finer details and read smaller text in the real world, such as notifications on a smartphone screen. You now also get improved image quality. We have fine-tuned the camera processing pipeline to improve color, exposure, contrast, and dynamic range in pass-through. This makes color pass-through better match the real world. We have also reduced graininess, aka image noise, in lower light conditions, making for an overall more comfortable pass-through experience in a range of lighting conditions. I'd say a lot of people are going to be very happy about this. Once again, something I'm looking forward to a lot is when AR finally becomes true AR inside the Quest 3. Yeah, we've got AR apps, but I still can't place windows around literally anywhere I feel like it and leave them there, walk away, come back, and them still be there. But they're getting there, and they are improving pass-through, which a lot of people thought they weren't going to do. The image noise reduction, I feel like, is going to be a big one for me. That was very, very noticeable. The colors, yeah, they're nice, but the noise reduction is really going to do it. I hate noise in video. Now, onto the next piece of news. We've got Beat Saber gets hip-hop mixtape with Eminem, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and more. This is a pretty big one. Beat Saber just got a hip-hop mixtape featuring 9 tracks from all those artists. It's the all-new $12 hip-hop mixtape DLC and is now available on the Meta Quest, PCVR, PlayStation VR 2, and PlayStation VR 1. Here is the full Beat Saber hip-hop mixtape track list. We've got All Eyes on Me, Anaconda, Gin and Juice, Godzilla, Hell Yeah, Hypnotize, Nothing But a G, The Message, and The Woo. So in case you guys do play Beat Saber and do like the original music packs that they released and, you know, the way they are mapped and everything, you can now look forward to those tracks in case you're interested in any one of them. Then again, of course, you do have all these songs modded and, yeah. Now, some positive information on PCVR. You know, a lot of people love complaining that PCVR is actually dying and standalone is the new king. Well, a lot of people have told me in the comments that they've actually bought the Quest not to be a standalone headset, but to use it for PCVR, which makes sense. The Steam Steam VR hardware and software survey reports the percentage of Steam users that use a VR headset on Steam VR each month. In March, this figure was 1.82%, down from 1.97% in February. This figure has actually been gradually trending down since March of 2020, but there are two major configurations at play here. The first is that the figure is a percentage. This means that the number of PC gamers grows faster than the number of PCVR users. This percentage will decrease, even if PCVR has actually grown in absolute terms. And Upload VR actually went a little bit further. Here's what that same chart would look like when factoring out Steam users with their language set to Chinese. As you can see here, that number is actually at a pretty steady incline if you take the averages. Yeah, it actually peaked at a few points, but it seems to be growing if you look at the center line. So do let me know your opinion on this one down below. Do you believe that standalone is the new king, or do you think that PCVR still has a chance to survive in the current landscape? I certainly still use PCVR. Unless I'm out somewhere and don't have access to PCVR, then I don't. But here at home, yeah, PCVR absolutely for the win. I've got the PC to take it, and you know, graphics and everything is a lot better on PCVR. The Magic Leap 2 now has a Spectator app, which is a very interesting way of sharing your AR gameplay. If you're unfamiliar, the Magic Leap 2 is a transparent optics AR headset, a rarity in today's market where competitors are focusing on camera pass-through headsets. Priced at $3,200, it's targeted at enterprise applications. A new Magic Leap Spectator app is now available on iPhone and is coming soon for Android phones. If developers add support for it in their Magic Leap 2 applications, the Spectator app will let others in the room see the same virtual objects as the headset wearer in the same positions in space. That's really cool. Imagine being able to like walk around with your friend, you know, in an AR headset and letting them see like exactly where you place objects and stuff like that just through your phone's camera. I think that's a really cool way of doing the Spectator thing. It's just a different way than, you know, casting to a TV. Instead, letting you also not necessarily interact, but take a look at the objects in a 3D space. Really cool. I'd love to see this in more devices. I believe we had something like this on Quest for a while. It was essentially a spectator mode, but it was for virtual reality and not augmented reality, where you could see the person in third person on a phone. That was also pretty cool. And finally, we've got Horizon Forbidden West getting a VR mod. You know, Horizon, yeah, that game that was a big part of the PSVR 2's launch. Of course, it wasn't this Horizon, but it was part of this franchise. Well, Luke Ross, the modder dedicated to bringing unofficial VR support to flat screen games, released a new VR mod for the PC version of Horizon Forbidden West. Only released on PC on March 21st, Horizon Forbidden West again follows series protagonist Aloy as she braves a majestic but dangerous new frontier that's filled to the brim with bigger and more awe-inspiring machines. Like the Luke Ross VR mod for Guerrilla Games' Horizon Zero Dawn, which is built on the studio's proprietary Decima game engine, the Horizon Forbidden West VR mod allows you to play in third person, letting you essentially be a floating head over Aloy's shoulder to take in all the lush scenery. The mod also has a first-person mode. However, as Eurogamer's Ian Higton reports, the latter is not great at the moment, as it makes combat significantly harder. Honestly, sounds like a pretty good way to play the game. If it makes it harder, I played Horizon Zero Dawn and I got to a point where I was just like, nope, ain't nobody got time for that. Either way though, I think it's really cool that modders are bringing these flat screen titles to virtual reality. You know, a lot of people, and I say this a lot, but a lot of people love to complain that we don't have AAA titles in virtual reality. I feel like one way to get a lot more titles into virtual reality is to bring our favorite flat screen titles, our favorite AAA flat screen titles into VR with mods. Of course, the mods would have to be pretty good in order for them to be claimed as VR AAA, but people are doing it. I mean, have you guys seen the Unreal Engine VR mod recently? That's been doing absolutely fantastic, and that lets you bring most Unreal Engine games into virtual reality, and it's got a ton of support. Either way though, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, wherever you guys are in the world. And if you guys like this one, please leave a like. If you disliked it, I guess it works too, but let me know why down below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord and our Reddit down below, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. If you guys are Polish, we've got a Polish channel down below. Video on that should be out this week, so very excited about that. And thank you so much to all the Patreon supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. As usual, if you guys want to be notified about content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.
This is mad. The cops are just chilling. Ale hit. Honda żeśmy zhakowali.
Będę wiesz, ja co Maćka sobie jem i sobie oglądam YouTube'a, nie? To jest